So now that all the deck framing is done, today we are going to be slightly switching gears and doing something that needs to be completed before we get any further decking on or before this room is built, and that is starting the rainwater catchment. Because for the cabin, we have two 2,500 gallon tanks, so 5,000 gallons total, and we're going to be placing them back here somewhere. So Spencer needs to get the trench dug and all of that in place and the plumbing running up into this room before it's built, because obviously that would just make our lives way more difficult if we waited to do it after the fact. So he's gonna get that going, and while he's doing that, I'm going to start the process of painting all of the lower deck framing. I'm just going to be painting that all black because aesthetically we really like the way that it looks with the culverts underneath the shipping container and how those are black. So we'd like it all to match. So I'm gonna go through and get as much of that done as possible, and hopefully the weather cooperates. It's beautiful right now, but things can change very quickly.
Okay, so my trench is dug all the way up to that utility room, and now I need to kind of decide on where I'm going to place my rainwater tanks. So these rainwater tanks are 2,500 gallons a piece, but they're 8 feet wide and I think like 8 feet tall, somewhere in that neighborhood. So my thought is they're supposed to be above ground tanks, but I've seen plenty of people partially bury them. So I'm going to attempt that. And the reason why is because it gets pretty cold here in the winter, and I want to utilize the warmth of the ground as much as possible to prevent freezing. But also I got a secondary thing that I plan on with that, just running an aerator to really prevent the water from freezing over. So what I'm going to do is put one tank right here directly behind the container, because with the container being 8 foot wide, it should be hidden perfectly behind this. And then the other one behind the utility room, but it's just going to sit right next to it. And the thought with that is because that's also 8 foot wide, and they can both be kind of out here, not really being an eyesore, not blocking any of the windows. The plan was to put them 5 feet off the container. Might move it slightly closer, but I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see once I start digging this pit out, because it's going to be quite a big pit, 3 foot deep, 8 foot wide, and then also 2 of them.
What kind of tree is it? A witch hazel. Very good.
Almost done.
Almost done. I mean, I'm almost done with the front, but I still have the whole back and side and all of the center beam to do.
But you're not doing that right now.
No, I won't do it right now. Yes, I'm gonna play with you. Start them down the front.
You're doing a good job.
You guys are my little cheerleaders. This is actually going to be the swimming pool for the cabin. This is quite the pit. Hey, pretty girl. This is one heck of a playpen.
It's the only way we can keep her contained.
Pretty ironic, since we live life uncontained.
This.
Yeah.
What you got there, sissy?
This.
This? You got a rock? Can you say rock? Can you say dada?
Dada.
Yeah.
Dada. We only say mama when we're upset.
Yep. That's about as level as I'm going to get it.
That's the most level spot on our property now. The kids are totally gonna play on top of these.
That's.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I think we're going to have to fix it.
That'll drive us crazy.
Yeah. So yesterday, obviously I got the tank in the ground, and it's quite hard to level things out here without an actual, like, what do they call those little sight levelers where it shoots the laser and it beeps at you. I haven't bought one of those yet. I probably should invest in one, but
You do enough building,
right,
you could probably have one.
right, especially in such an unlevel terrain like this. So right now all I got is my 6-foot large level, and I didn't put it down because I'm like, this looks flat enough and I don't want to backfill and do all that. So I'm going to have to end up doing that because I did that to the other side and made that all level, and now I'm just going to have to move this tank on over, which is not an easy task, especially in that hole, because there's not any room to really kind of get it started and moving.
Right.
So I'm going to have to kind
Give me
of...
my muscles.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to move that tank on over to the other side and then kind of like fill in some dirt so I can kind of level this out, because this currently is no bueno.
Yeah, no. Like, no matter what, having the tank somewhere and them not being perfectly level would drive us nuts and obviously not look good. But the fact that it is literally right in front of the container and the container is perfectly level and everything, it's just even more noticeable.
Yeah.
So we just need to fix it.
So need to level that out better, and then we can move forward with this whole thing.
Okay. Let me know when you need me to turn on mama mode.
Hold on. Actually, I just slid it underneath.
Okay.
You want to turn on mama mode?
Oh my god. Is this thing full of rocks? It's surprising how heavy this thing is. I can't move it.
Yeah, it's probably in the neighborhood of like 250.
I literally can't move it. Yeah, I'll be right there. Well, today I caught 4 feet of board stained.
Well, unfortunately, the camera didn't pick this up because I had an SD card issue. Of course. And then my other camera, the little action camera, it died as I'm like trying to record. So I didn't get that set up. I'm like, okay, I'll just record with our main camera. And of course I had an SD card issue as whenever I was putting this all in. So the second tank is in, everything looks good. Just unfortunately I didn't capture it. Just my luck. I know this amount of Teflon tape seems excessive, but since this is going to be buried, I would just want to make sure I'm not going to spring any leaks. So what I'm thinking here is about 12 inches for this pipe coming out, and then add another 2.5 inches for the amount they got to be cemented in the fitting. So then it'll stick out about 12 inches. And the reason behind the excess 12 inches and opposed to like putting it closer to the tank is my rationale behind it is if I do have a leak and I have to make a repair, I got enough pipe here to kind of do that. All right, Bo. Apparently it's food time.
There's bears. Babies. Oh my God. It was a mama and 3 babies. It had to have been the one from the other day.
Oh.
Look, I see it right there, Cam. There's mama. Okay, let's get out of here.